Florence Christian Church celebrates God's welcome table of abundant love, grace, and acceptance. As part of our mission, we are so glad you are going to join us for worship. Like the rest of the world, we are doing things differently due to the COVID-19 outbreak. We created this video to help prepare you to join us as we put God's abundant love into action.
Hi everybody, and welcome to Healthy at Church. To help you acclimate to all of the changes that will be taking place in July and going forward, this video will help familiarize you with the procedures for returning to our worship space. But before we do that, there are a couple of things that we want to invite you to do. One of those things is to evaluate your risk level about whether you should join us for in-person worship. We encourage those who are vulnerable or who have been in close contact with someone who is vulnerable to continue to worship at home online. We will continue to live stream our worship services every Sunday. And after evaluating your risk and determining that you will be coming for in-person worship, I want to invite you to listen now carefully to the following instructions.
You are ready to come back to church. It's been a long time, and you want to see some dear friends you have been missing. The first thing you need to do by Thursday evening, the week before you plan to attend worship, is make a reservation. The link is on the screen, in the weekly news, and in the YouTube description.
We are so glad that you've chosen to join us for in-person worship, so please make a reservation. You can follow the link in an email sent to you or on the church website. Simply share with us your name, a good email address, phone number. Let us know how many people will be attending in your party, if there are any children or not, so we can make sure worship aids are prepared. If you're serving, please tell us how, and you can even, for simplicity's sake, make a donation now instead of on Sunday morning. Sunday morning donations are welcome as well, either online or there will be a donation box. Once you've completed the form, simply submit it. This allows us to make sure that all the materials are waiting for you in your seat when you arrive on Sunday morning. We look forward to seeing you.
Good job, you've made your reservation. Now it's Sunday morning and it's time to head to church. The first thing you need to do is perform a wellness check before leaving your home. Take your temperature. Is it below 99.4? Great. Do you have a cough? A sore throat? A runny nose? No? Great. If you or someone in your household has been sick, please worship at home online. Feeling good? Grab your mask and head to worship. When you arrive at Florence Christian Church, you will encounter a sign reminding all of us how we are showing abundant love by protecting each other through physical distancing and limited exposure to potentially contaminated surfaces. Let's see how we do that. The front doors will be propped open, weather permitting, from 10 a.m. to 10:35. Please try to arrive during that time frame so you can access the building without touching door handles. The greeters will close the door at 10:35 and sanitize the handles. When you arrive at church, you will see many dear friends that you haven't seen in a long time. Offer virtual hugs or high fives. Or, as Pastor Susan likes to do, offer a loving and respectful bow. You notice we are all wearing masks. If you don't have a mask, we have some for you when you arrive. There are hand sanitizing stations located at the greeter stations. Please sanitize your hands upon entering the building. Greeters will ask your name when you enter, so we know that you joined us today. This will help with contact tracing if necessary. You will notice that the narthex is clear of seating. For now, our time at church will be focused on worship in the sanctuary. Coffee and refreshments will be offered at a later time when more restrictions are lifted. Please head to the sanctuary, observing 6 feet of distance between folks who are not in your household. The floor is marked to help you maintain physical distancing. If you need to use the elevator to access the sanctuary, please limit use to 1 household at a time. When you reach the sanctuary, the ushers will guide families into the worship space one at a time to find their assigned seats. This may take a few moments, so it is an excellent time to have a conversation with the families behind you and in front of you, waiting on the marked spaces in the narthex. Our beloved sanctuary. We are grateful for this opportunity to gather together and encounter God in community. You may notice a few things have changed. The chancel area is a recording studio. It may look different every week as we update our system for permanent live streaming. You will see the new donation box located at the entrance to the sanctuary. You can put your donation here before or after worship. There is also a hand sanitizing station for your convenience. The pews are roped for your safety to maintain physical distance. You have found your seat in the sanctuary. In your pew, you will find a bulletin, your communion supplies, and other worship resources you may need. Now you can settle in to get close to God in worship. We know that singing is a powerful way to participate in worship, so you will need to sing along with the worship team silently. Singing is a more effective way to spread viruses than talking. Now that you are here, you may need to use the restroom. Each bathroom is stocked with cleaning supplies. You may feel inclined to tidy up before or after yourself, but we have teams ready to clean up afterwards. Do not feel obligated. Worship has been so refreshing and uplifting. It is time to head out of the building, maintaining physical distancing, and continue to avoid touching surfaces. The doors will be propped open to assist you.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for joining us to welcome back to church. Yes, it will be different. Yes, it will be in some ways pretty hard. But whether we see each other in person or not, know this: God is still here, and we are still the church together. Thank you for your faithfulness and flexibility during this time as we find our way with God's wisdom, guidance, and blessing. And now for those of you who want to join us, why don't you go ahead and make your reservation for next week? Here's the link.